All right, so I'm just making sure we are looking good and forward and shit. That I can actually give you guys the heads up of what I'm going to be reacting to. And this is the QR code if you guys like to actually check it out yourselves. But basically, this video is titled Moments After Brutally Killing His Father. This is a crime video. A crime video that I would like because deep dives. I'm not overly analytical of laws in the United States because I don't have so much knowledge when it comes to the laws of the United States in regards to different types of crimes. The thing is, you automatically get felonies if it goes up against state law or federal law. If the crime if what you are doing, if the action that you're doing goes up against state law or federal law, those are automatically felonies, but it depends on the situation, right? So legally, you will be charged, and you can also be charged by the police department if there is definitely something that you have done that should not have been done. So this is from Interrogation Files. We're going to watch this, see what happens. Obviously, there's going to be some things that normal people should not see. So viewer discretion is definitely advised because there could be graphic stuff here. Obviously, there could be graphic stuff here. Anyway, this is something.
I think you know how much this feels like the right thing to do, man.
It is the right thing to do. And I tell you what,
I should
as much
so.
as much as this is painful as this is, you're putting your father at peace. That's true.
Oh my God. This is going to be a doozy.
On November 11th, 2023, police in Ohio received a distressing call about an unresponsive male who was not breathing. As officers were en route, the call was updated with even more alarming details. The caller reported that there was blood everywhere and refused to administer CPR, stating it would be futile. Moments later, officers arrived at the scene. Their response and the unfolding situation were captured on the following body cam footage.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Yeah. It's on body cam too.
Come here! What's going on? Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Both of you on the ground.
Oh, that's already the suspect. Really?
On the ground!
I don't have a weapon, I don't have anything really, my phone.
Or are the two, or is one not related? And then I'm not sure.
All right, Scott. Till we get to figure out what's going on these.
Hands behind your back. Keep them there, don't move them. Hands behind both of you, hands behind your back.
You got him? Scott, let's go inside. Scott.
Why are these two suspected, not one? I'm not sure why, but whatever.
Where's he at? Hey, RJ. I'm just going to advise you of your rights because I still don't know what happened. But just to be on the safe side, that you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney not to answer any questions. You understand your rights?
Yes, sir.
What happened?
Okay, so I heard a scuffle in the middle of the night, and I would usually smoke cigarettes in the garage.
Okay.
Listen to music at a certain volume.
Okay.
Long story short, I found my dad when my mom comes home this morning to give me cigarettes. I call her several times this morning to see where she is. my dad sleeps for long blocks of
Sure.
time and it's quiet.
Okay.
And I had no idea it was quiet, and I was telling her.
So about what time did you hear a scuffle?
I say 1 in the morning. We have some new neighbors.
Well, we're going to have to eventually. Just tell
We
me
have
what it
new
was.
neighbors. I've seen crazy shit. He cuts people off in traffic.
Okay. Who moved the body? Because the body's clearly been moved. Was that you?
I didn't move it. My mom.
Were you-
My mom may have went up there.
Your mom is not moving that body.
I'm saying. Oh, you're saying.
Who was here last night in the house? Just you and your dad?
Yeah, and I think someone broke
Where
in.
was
and
he at?
murdered.
He just got here. He was at work.
Okay.
I think someone
have him stand
broke
up.
in and murdered my dad. And his brain.
That is a weak argument considering you guys are here first. Obviously, they're gonna work outward if you guys are not the one who's done it. Seriously.
I'm not.
So you just coming from work? Okay.
Okay, he comes from work. Okay, fine. There's something about that, but they're gonna have to dig deeper, obviously.
Sorry for the inconvenience, but
Sorry if I'm stopping, but it's just yeah.
alright. 8:30. He's dead. There's going to be no. So the only thing that you guys are going to do is basically confirm it's gunshot wound to the head.
Oh shit!
It's just pretty shady.
It is.
So
It's straight
we probably won't need
headshot.
the engine will probably clear, and then. But I'm going to wait for the detectives to go up first.
Because we can't just disturb the crime scene.
Well, there's already been disturbed. Someone moved the body. There's all kinds of. So that's what I'm saying is, but
You got the kid in custody?
we have everyone that was there in custody.
Okay, how many people was that?
Huh?
How many people was that?
Well, there's 3 people on scene. One was with them last night, allegedly. So
Is it obvious that he's dead?
yeah, 100%.
We don't know.
Yeah, he's been sitting there for a while. He's cold, rigor set in. You got there's nothing. Basically, we'll just need you guys to
I'll confirm.
Go out there.
confirm it.
Control good. Walk up there, eyeball.
So, but just because it's a mess right now, I'm gonna wait for the bureau.
Yep.
So
We're here waiting.
just so we're on the same page.
Thank you.
No problem.
Sucks.
So we're not blocking the road.
Are they the paramedics?
It don't matter.
Oh no, it's but still paramedics. Yeah, fire department paramedics. Okay.
So two. Not yet. He's clearly dead. The body's clearly the dad.
Deceased already.
Clearly been moved. Whatever happened in the hallway. Body's in the bedroom. It's cold. It's rigor. Mom says she found the body. RJ's in custody right there because they were both standing out in the driveway. So I just drew down on them both, put them in cuffs. Then we went inside. The mom is probably still in this first floor
Yeah. Okay.
in the house upstairs with the body. No idea where the gun is. So
No idea where the gun is. Oh my god. So it was hidden. Oh, that's a bad sign. Yeah, that's a bad sign.
So this is obviously.
I mean, yeah, because
All right, contact.
so the son and mom both say RJ was here with him alone. RJ claims. So I briefly Mirandized him. I just said what happened. He says there was a scuffle last night. He thinks someone broke in the house and murdered his father. So
All right.
that's where we're at. I'm waiting for them because all they're going to do is confirm death. So I told the engine they could clear. Whenever you need the squad, just let me know and I'll
If
have them
it's
come up.
clear, I don't think I should.
That's up to you guys. Well, you got to. You need med control to actually say time of death, though.
So, I think we need to take RJ back.
No, 100%.
So,
Yeah, we're in agreement.
I just got a quick timeline from her.
Okay.
She went to her daughter Claire's yesterday in the morning. Stayed with her daughter all yesterday, doing holiday stuff.
Huh.
Daughter's last night.
Okay.
Home at 10 o'clock this morning. I said, "Why'd you come home?" Well, RJ called me and said he needed cigarettes.
Yeah.
I said, "Did he say anything happened?" No.
So
I said, "Okay, so how did you find out when you got here?" She's like, "Well, I first came here, went to my bedroom, and then I went upstairs, and that's what I found."
yeah.
I said, "Okay." And RJ, when you got here, RJ never said anything to you about what happened upstairs.
No, I briefly talked to RJ. I Mirandized him because he's in custody. I briefly Mirandized him. I said, "What happened?" He said, "Somebody broke in the house and murdered my dad." So, he clearly, I don't know where the gun is.
It's upstairs.
Is
I
it?
think we found one upstairs. She's
Oh,
like,
this is
"RJ."
it looks like a pellet gun.
Well, I just saw it.
Yeah.
I didn't look at
Yeah,
it.
I saw that one up there. I don't think that's it. It might be.
And I guess
'Cause I didn't
when
touch it either.
she called this son
Yeah, I don't think
after she
he's.
found him.
I don't think he's related.
No, after she found him, that's when she called him. The younger son.
So unrelated guy, but his end of cuffs are going to be releasing him. Okay.
Yeah, that's the same thing I've gotten from.
Who's the other guy?
That's the other brother.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, so the same thing is that RJ and his dad were home alone all night.
Probably.
Yeah, that's the same thing I'm getting.
Basically, the one who's more suspected is the one who stayed longer with the dad. Basically, the one in the yellow jacket.
RJ?
We're gonna get up, all right. You can just bring your knee in. I'll roll you up.
Police confirmed that the male inside the residence, identified as Theodore A. Gilia, 65 years old, was deceased. His son, Robert R.J. Gilia, told officers that he believed someone had broken in during the night and killed his father. However, investigators were immediately skeptical, as they had been called to the residence multiple times in the past due to issues involving RJ.
Oh.
Growing, RJ was taken into custody.
There's already a growing motive because probably the neighbors, probably the family members. Oh, okay. No, it's probably family members who are already suspected of RJ.
While officers secured the scene, he was then transported to the police station for questioning, where detectives hoped to uncover the truth behind his father's death.
Right.
All right. Well,
100% complete.
well, I appreciate that. Just
Listen to anything I was saying yesterday.
hang on one second. So we got some formalities since we stopped talking yesterday. I have to just make sure that you understand your rights like we did yesterday. Okay, it's a formality that we have to go through. Okay, so if you would just indulge me for a minute. What time you have? This is Officer Maragliano. 12:53. All right. So, as we told you before, you have the right to remain silent.
Miranda warning.
And no pressure or coercion of any kind has been used against me.
It was 100% me.
Okay. Well, I do appreciate that. Now, just so we're clear, we didn't ask you to talk. You asked us to talk. Is that correct?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you. Real quick, before we begin, I just want to let you know that we did feed the cats and the bunny before we left yesterday, just so you know they're provided for, and we are keeping an eye on them, so they're not, going to have any problems. You have the 2 outdoor and a 2 indoor, from what I understand. So I just want to let you know we did that.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, sir.
You just want me to start?
Sure. Please do.
First of all, what I did makes me sick inside.
What you did? Wait.
I'll never forget. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know how. There wasn't much motive other than just being angry.
Oh no, he's starting to crack already. He cracked? Hold on.
I struck him. He was sitting down, and I was gonna hit him from behind because I didn't want to go too far. I just wanted to end fast. And I decided in my mind,
He cracked already.
I hit him
Shit.
in the arm, broke his arm, hurt his arm, and I didn't want him to just stagger off and call the police, and it was more of the same. I said, you know what, I'm just gonna do this, and I started swinging the bat, and I knocked him to the ground, and right there where all that blood was, I hit him and knocked him cold. And I just tried to kill him from that point. He was struggling. I took a knife and just tried to slit his throat because I didn't want him to feel any more pain. And I had gone too far. And I don't know how I didn't take my life, seeing my dad like that.
Shit.
For no freaking reason, man.
No, you got it's okay, everything has its reasons. Everything comes to where it is because of some motive or because something happened. I don't believe that any crime that has thought happens for no reason. It always is. It's got to start somewhere. Of course, people got to be skeptical with that statement. Something always happens with for some reason.
And I know that what you said is true. And on the inside, there isn't anything unless you come clean, unless you come forward. And what's in here? And I struck him several times. I love my dad the most. I tried the hardest to get along with him. He's a hard guy to get along with. I cared about him the most out of everybody. I just want you to know that.
I
Play
believe that.
guitar. He loved playing guitar. And
I believe that, RJ. I don't doubt that one bit.
that's what happened.
I just have a few.
I didn't do anything weird. I didn't take it too far. I just wanted to end.
I just have a few questions. If you could help me out understand everything that happened, and I do appreciate this has got to be a terrible experience just for everybody. And honestly, I'm sorry that you're going through it. I wish none of this would have ever happened. But we can't. We can't go back in time. The best we can do is go forward and make the best out of, from there on, what you can control. You can't control what has been done. It's done. Let's move past it. Let's make better choices. Let's do the right thing from here moving forward. And that speaks to you and it speaks to your character, and I appreciate that.
He corrected me. He's like, well, he has to go into detail now.
One of the questions I have, so what started all this?
It's kind of just fixation with and not even a fixation. Like I decided a split second I'm gonna kill my dad.
There has to be something.
I'm just gonna do it.
Well, okay, so you started with the baseball bat, and then you just go right for it. There's got to be something that made you feel this way. Okay?
I don't know why. I don't know. I didn't have much motive or plan, and I wasn't even that angry. It's just I don't know.
It's not supposed to be spontaneous.
So there wasn't any argument preceding this or anything like that?
Hardly anything at all compared to other times.
When this all started, when the physical altercation started, did it all start up in the hallway, or did it start somewhere else and then lead up into the hallway?
He was literally sitting down, and I started to strike him.
Sitting down where, though?
At his desk. If you go up in his room, there's a desk.
It started on the second floor.
There a lot of the time.
Oh my god.
And I went up to behind, and I started hitting him. And he said, "I love you, man." And it was his arm was all smashed up. It was too much.
That's brutal.
You know,
That is brutal. What the hell?
get it, finish it, get it over with.
That is not a quick death. It's brutal.
Police, and more of the same.
I understand. Baseball bat, was that what was used?
Yeah, he's a steel baseball bat.
Where's that baseball bat now?
It's in the garage. I could point it to you guys, or you just lift through all that stuff. It says Easton on the okay here. There's the side of the garage that's full of.
I'm gonna draw a quick map, that way I understand what you're explaining and I don't misunderstand.
Okay.
Here's the doorway entering the house,
Okay.
right? Here's the doorway leading, I think, outside, is that correct?
Okay.
Here's the left door, here's the right door, driveway, front door of the house, right?
Okay.
So, left door or right door? Right door.
Right about.
Okay, good. He's giving descriptions. Okay.
Yeah. Steel colored.
Okay, what color's on the bat?
Yellow and blue. I think it's a blue, dark blue bat.
Okay, and this bat is, what kind of grip on it?
Like a regular baseball grip.
Like one that came from the factory.
Yeah, it wasn't changed. Okay.
A lot of the bats had different grips on them, like some had tape and stuff like that.
That's stuff you would must play around with.
Okay, but this one had the original grip on it?
Yeah.
Okay. And so once the bat, once everything was done, what did you do with the bat? How did you clean it?
I washed it in the sink and I threw it over on the other side of the garage. So,
Okay. What did you wash it in the sink with?
water.
Okay. Just water?
Yeah.
Okay. There was a tub of, I think it was bleach, some type of chemical that was in a bowl.
That was probably just for cleaning. The faucet's broken. All this stuff is broken.
Did you use that water?
No.
How did you get the water?
It ran the faucet.
Oh, and there was enough in there?
Yeah, I just
I was under the impression it was like you didn't have the water.
go and turn it on in the basement and turn it back
Oh,
on.
okay. You filled it from the basement.
Okay. Oh, so you can kind of control how much
Yeah.
water is being used. I didn't know that. Okay. I just assumed like maybe the water was turned off or something.
Yeah.
Okay. What was that bowl of cleaning solution used for?
Probably cleaning dishes, cleaning countertops, that kind of stuff.
Okay. Okay.
It's nothing. It's nothing to do. Okay. Okay. Good. That's,
There was also a bottle of vinegar on the coffee table in the living room and a spray bottle of, I think it was, I might be wrong, I thought it was Comet or something like
I
that.
didn't use it. I didn't clean anything, man.
Okay.
yeah.
Sir.
Okay.
Don't add anything. Don't add anything else. Tampering with evidence. You don't.
This was used or something. Okay.
Do not add additional charges when you already have one charge you're caught with. Yeah. Yeah. Don't. If you're okay, if you are someone who's living somewhere and you are caught, if you are in a country that has already advanced evidence analysis, the thing that you can do to make sure of, absolutely you make sure of, and if you actually know that the police actually can analyze things better, if you did one bad thing, do not at any point stack up the bad things that you have been doing that they can catch you with, the thing that they can catch you with. Basically, watch how police investigations are done, and then watch how they analyze things around the crime scene, and put yourself in a situation in which you do one thing is done. You don't want to do another thing, because that will definitely stack up against you. They will catch you with it. Now, I'm not saying that you should be a criminal, but once there's one thing and you got stuff to lose in your life, don't add up. Don't add up to those. Don't add another thing that will get you in much larger troubles. Do not add another thing that will that will give you so much trouble. You already have one felony here. You don't want to add other felonies and then other small charges, which can stack up to a bigger problem for you. Don't tamper with evidence, considering that it's already considered a crime scene because something bad happened. Okay? A life was lost on this. Basically, don't make it worse for yourself.
If I could, let's see, if I could rewind. So here is his bedroom. Here's the hall, the bathroom, and it goes that way. Let's say that's the hall where a lot of the blood splatter was. The desk, I believe, was in here somewhere on the right side of the bed. Is that correct?
He was sitting right here.
Oh, this desk.
He was sitting right
Okay.
here. Struck him from behind.
So where's the chair? If this is coming into the room, the desk is to the left. Where is the chair?
Somewhere
Here?
behind it, yeah.
Okay. Okay. So you came in and from behind?
I came in, started talking to him. There was a bat in the closet.
Okay.
I picked up the bat. I kind of staggered, and then bam, hit him.
Is this the accurate depiction of the room where the bat was?
Yeah.
In that corner?
Yeah.
Okay, then you walked towards him and then you struck
He
him.
stumbled out here. I kept striking him. Like I said, it wasn't.
Oh my god, you fucking kept going.
Got to me. I hit him a couple more times in the arm.
He tried to fight back, but
When he was
it couldn't retaliate, and then you hit him.
trying to-
Oh my god.
Okay. When he was sitting in the chair, do you recall which side you struck? Are you right-handed,
I'm right-handed,
left-handed?
right.
So,
probably coming that way.
okay, so the strikes probably came to his right side since he was facing the opposite direction. Is there something here? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Then he goes out into the hallway.
To get away from you. Yeah.
Continue, then it ends here. Is that correct?
I knock him out cold,
Right.
and I've never killed anybody in my life. So I had no idea how hard it was to actually kill him.
Okay.
And I, like I said, I grabbed a knife from his desk. Somewhere. It was from his desk. Stabbed him in the throat.
You came to go back to. Oh my god.
It was done out here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where all that blood was.
Where is the knife now?
Yeah.
What kind of knife was it?
So two things were used to take his life: a bat and a knife. The bat to assault him, to knock him cold, and the knife to finish the job, to make the victim bleed. But what was the GSH for, though? He wasn't finished. It's probably that the suspect thinks that the victim hasn't been finished off yet, because that was his goal, to finish off his own father. The GSH was for certainty. Basically, he's fogged up. His heart was beating too fast. He's just doing what he should. This is the first time in his record that something's really stained his record. God damn it. It's gonna really just change him. He is never... No one after a murder is ever going to be the same. When you take a life for the very first time, you will never be the same. You will never be the same. Your mind is twisted to the point that it just... Whenever you get blood on your hands, you know for yourself that you will not feel the same way ever again afterward. Basically, you do this to yourself. You do this out of an emotional response to something. Or that's just me, okay? But, God. What pushed you to do that? A bat and then the knife. Of course your father's not going to go out quick. My God. This is a mess.
No idea. It was just a regular knife.
So the knife was on his desk originally?
Yeah.
Okay. Was it about this long, almost looked like a hunting knife?
I think
Or
it
was
was a
it
smaller
A
blade.
smaller blade?
Pocket knife.
Kitchen knife or a hunting knife?
Hunting knife.
Hunting knife?
It's still a hunting knife. Okay.
Anything that you remember about the hunting knife as far as style? Did it have like a big
Wooden handpiece.
wooden handle?
Yeah, wooden stuff.
All right. And, let's see, wooden handle. What about like the hilt, the part where the handle ends? Was it big or was it small? Was it very pronounced? Do you know, like, if you have the handle, there's this piece that goes like across.
A bit like this.
Okay.
A little bit like that.
Okay. And then you said the blade is about this long? So 6 inches, maybe a little bit longer, 6 to 7 inch blade. Okay, all right. And then how did you clean that knife when you were done?
I don't think I did.
Okay.
I don't even know where it is. I don't know what I did with it.
Okay.
He just left it somewhere, threw it somewhere off.
Like took it out of the house, or I think it's still.
I didn't take it out of the house.
Okay, 6 to 7 inch blade. Okay, and you don't recall cleaning it?
No.
Yep, that's clear.
Okay,
Oh boy.
all
He
right.
didn't care after his dad was dead. Damn.
Okay, tell me about your clothes. So
I
let's.
had a pair of sweatpants on,
Okay, what color were they?
gray. Threw them in my room. I rinsed them off with blood.
Oh my god, the splatter went to your clothes too.
Threw them in my room and I changed my pants.
Your room. When you say your room, are you talking about Ann's room, or are you talking about
The room next to it to the left that is unfinished.
past the chair?
Past the chair right there.
I understand. Okay, so if
Basically, it was a desperate move. Basically, it was a desperate move, using the bat and the knife
Can I tell
to
you-
finish off the victim. God damn it!
So, as much as this is as painful as this is, you're putting your father at peace. That's true. So, I appreciate the fact that you have that. You know, you're a person enough to understand what that means. Like that's important part of being, human. It's the humanity. You know what I'm saying? That's good. So, get me all, choked up here. So, okay, this is Ann's room. Then you go down. There was that chair here. There's that other room right here.
You know, I don't often actually see suspects actually act like this, but if they do, god damn it. It's out of impulse that a suspect takes a life at the first time, and then the usual thing that they do is hide it. This one is so real, it's traumatic, but at the same time, it's just okay. I think the first thing that actually comes out when it comes to someone anger against someone, I think it's really just the anger, and then it's just the impulse, and then from the brief anger that you have, you do something unprecedented. You actually hit, and then you become a cold ass. The anger is gone, and then you're just desperately doing something. You're just desperately doing something to just make sure that the actions are swift. You are cold, but at the same time, you don't want to see them suffer. Oh my god, I don't want to be too analytical on how someone takes a life and not give them so much suffering. It's that usually that's not supposed to be possible. I'm just really seeing that he's not psychotic, but at the same time, he is. I don't want to say that he's doing his father a favor. No, he killed his father. I mean, I do not condone what he's done. But the emotional trauma that comes to you, if it is actually real, I'm thinking at this point that he did not have enough capacity to come out of this intact. We can clearly see at this footage right here, he is not intact. Something broke inside him after he did this. He is broken after this.
Here.
He didn't hide what he did. Oh my. That's the hard pill to swallow. He didn't hide anything from this. That's why he's cooperating. He should not have taken a life, but at the same time, he should not feel this. But the facts are the facts. He did something wrong. He paid for it. And yes, he still broke the law. He has to process everything and make sure that time heals him. Yes, he has to heal for this. And he has to do it away from society so that he doesn't do something like this again. Definitely, that's why the law exists, for you to take time away from society, for you to think about what you've done, so that you get out on good behavior, so that when you get back into society, you don't do something like this again. Yeah, pretty much. That's just how it is.
On the first floor. I mean, maybe this isn't to scale. Maybe there's a bathroom in between. Is that correct? Okay. All right, thank you. So those are where the sweatpants are. Okay. And what about shirt? Were you wearing that green sweatshirt?
Green.
It was the one that you were wearing yesterday.
No.
Okay. What else were you wearing?
I was wearing a gray, like,
Is it a sleeveless one?
Sleeveless, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay. He described his clothes. He described the weapons that he used. I'm still not seeing where the GSH came from, where the gun was. So yeah, we're gonna be probably hearing where the gun is soon enough.
The one you wore to True North?
Yeah.
Makes sense. Okay. What time did this happen? Roughly.
I wish I could tell you exactly the time.
Related to the True North trip, because we were able to see it.
I drove the car.
That was the blue car you drove, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't find the keys, so I murdered him after. I can't.
It was after the trip to True North. Is that fair?
Yeah. This is just.
No, it's okay. It's just I'm just trying to figure out before or after. We thought it was after. Does that make sense to you?
It was after the True North trip.
This occurred after the True North, so after midnight.
Yeah, it was. It was late.
Okay.
That at least narrowed down the time.
Midnight.
The time on when it happened.
Make sure. All right. So you were wearing the same shoes, those brown Echoes. Okay. Tell me about moving the body.
Moving the body from the second floor. Because he wasn't supposed to move the body because there was a crime scene, but he did. So that stacks up another charge against him, tampering with evidence. So yeah.
What happened there?
I didn't want my mom to see him slumped like that.
Okay.
So I dragged him to his room, and I made him look, because he believed in Christ so much, man. I made him like a sign of a cross, and I put something over his face.
Were those the jeans?
Those were my mom's jeans. They were just sitting there.
Was that what you put over his face?
That's what I put over his face because I couldn't stand it.
Was there tape involved with that?
None of it. It looked like that. I was just putting tape so it would stay.
So the jeans would stay.
Yeah.
Okay, but then
He wasn't bound or anything like that.
Okay, so would it be fair to say that the jeans stayed on him because of the tape, and then they made him take it off when your mom and Ben arrived?
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense. All right, so
Okay.
and jeans were covering the face. All right, that I was wondering about that because it kind of looked that way, but I didn't know for sure what was happening.
All right.
Okay, so you wore your gray, your sweatpants, your gray sweatpants. You rinsed those. Those are in your room. Your gray sleeveless shirt. Where is that?
I kind of mixed it with all my laundry on the floor there. Same room.
In the same room?
Yeah.
Okay, was it washed?
No.
Okay.
That one still had blood. Okay.
Gray sweatpants were rinsed.
Yeah.
but the shirt was not.
No.
Okay.
It just didn't have anything on it. Is that why you didn't?
It had blood splatters on it, and I really,
Ah, but it was not washed. Yeah.
kind of turned it inside out and threw it on the ground. Oh, no.
Let's see. Were you wearing anything else? Hat, gloves, anything like that? Okay. Okay. Right. Who did you tell about this?
After it happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me about trying to fill in some
I lied
blanks.
to my mom. I lied to my brother.
Okay.
I would love to speak with them today.
And I'm sure you'll have the opportunity, Robert. Let me ask you this. So I understand the time frame of how these calls, because we're trying to put that together just to make sense of everything.
Okay.
The last night, your dad had the conversation with Ben, and it was maybe around 10:30.
Okay.
Right. Then after that, I think your dad may have called. I'm going to get some more Kleenex in just a minute. Your dad may have called somebody later on around midnight. Do you have any idea what that's about?
It's probably my grandma or my mom just touching base with them.
Okay. So no, not because of any interaction with you.
Most likely not.
Okay. And when was the last time you talked to your mom or siblings prior to the event?
Yeah, that's important. There could have been at least some outlet for him to prevent him from doing this. Because if he didn't have an outlet and he's completely alone with the actual target, that's definitely not good.
I don't know. Earlier that day, maybe he's talking to my mom about bringing over cigarettes or something.
Okay. When was the first time you spoke with any of them afterwards?
Oh my God, this is bad. He definitely did not talk to anyone. He definitely did not talk to anyone, which is bad. No outlet. Yeah. Now, who did he talk to afterwards, after it happened?
I told you that morning I called her to try to get her over for cigarettes.
Okay.
Uh,
So it's the mom first.
she said, "Where's your father?" And went upstairs and saw the stuff on the wall and said, "Oh my goodness, I don't know." And I lied to her and said it wasn't me.
So she already saw him after. Okay, so basically he talked to the mom and oh my God.
She didn't believe it at all.
Yeah. Already suspicious. Already. There could have been someone who broke in through the window. It could have been heard already, but no break-ins.
Kind of shook me by my shoulder. Went down.
Well, your mom loved you very much, and it's tough. It's a terrible thing for anybody to go
She
through.
could say, "Just put a bowl on my head, sir." I'll back. I'm like those old days.
Let me just check something. Did anybody help you clean up? Okay. Tell you what, I'm gonna grab. You want a glass of water? All right. Let me grab some water. Ben, we'll grab a box of Kleenex. Oh, perfect. I'm gonna grab some water. You want to hang in there for a minute? I'll be right back.
Rub something. Make sure to clear your nose. You gotta keep talking. You're giving them answers at least. All right. So does this go? Okay, okay. He comes back around here. Okay, got it. There we go. I just had to skip a bit because it's already understood that he already answered questions up to the time that he talked to his mom after the fact, and then the mom saw. And he lied that it wasn't him, but his actions were already suspicious enough for her to not believe him. And then he called the cops on him, basically. She called the cops on him.
Let's see. Is there anything that I didn't ask you about the events that you think that we're overlooking or that I don't have a full understanding of?
I just take the blame as man. 100% is me. I'm not looking for any cop out or anything. If I could hug my dad right now, I would.
I know you would.
He's a tough guy. He didn't want to go. So if it looks like it's extreme, I just wanted him to die. I didn't want him to suffer.
Unfortunately, that didn't work. He ended up worse. He did suffer. Oh my God. How? I can't say anything. I can't make it look like I'm talking to him because he's already done the deed.
And that's why I look so bad and bloody. I didn't know what I was doing.
I understand that. I understand that 100%.
So that would be my only cop out comment about it is I didn't know what I was doing and it looks gruesome, but I just wanted him to go fast and it would be over with. And it wasn't over money, it wasn't over small amounts of anything like weed, or he used to give me weed. It wasn't over anything like that. There's some sick snap in my brain. Said I'm gonna kill my dad.
That means it's a relationship. It's already a relationship problem. If it's not anything, and if it's not for anything material, if it's not for anything material, then definitely, if there's already a strained relationship between them prior to the recent events that led up to the murder.
Do you have any interest, and it's just an offer, do you have any interest in writing a letter to your mom or your family or anything like that? Would that make you feel like sometimes getting it out?
To my mom.
And we'll have the jail connect you, give you the ability to do that. But sometimes when you sit, and this is what I'm told, okay, when you're sitting alone, your mind starts going, and sometimes you get it out on paper. You get it out to write a letter to them, or tell them what your feelings are, or tell them, sometimes people call it an apology letter, sometimes whatever it is. Okay, I can give you paper, and then they can give you a pen over there, or whatever implement they have. And then if you want one, I'll just give you something to take with you when we do, part ways. But that would be, your option, but you have it in case you want it. Make sense? All right. Is there anything I didn't ask you that you think I should have? All right. Well, I appreciate you being honest with me, and I know how tough that is.
He already cracked. He never hit it.
But, there's only one way to move forward. You know what I'm saying? And I know that you feel terrible about what happened.
He has to really go through time on this. He's not gonna.
She was here to pick me up.
I know.
She was.
I know.
So like, yeah.
He's never.
It ain't about that, man. Are you kidding me? This is bigger than that. This is bigger than that. It ain't about that. This is so much bigger than that. I don't give anybody thinks. You know what I'm saying? Until they've walked in these shoes, they got no opinion. You know what I mean? This is some heavy shit. This is a heavy burden. Okay, so don't ever let anybody make you feel that way. You know, this is something that I wouldn't wish on anybody to go through. You know.
I don't know what kind of bullshit I was telling you yesterday. Please forgive me. I should have came clean right away.
I get it.
I was scared too.
I get it. Let me ask you this: is there something that I could have done differently?
It's not on you, it's on me.
Okay. Well, feedback is always welcome. You know, I mean, if I fucked up, you know.
Didn't it all, man.
Let me ask you a question. Did you hurt your knuckles by punching a wall afterwards or something like that? Was that?
I'm an idiot, and I learned how to box, and my hands are as hard as rock. It doesn't. They're just always like this.
Well, how come they look swollen?
I never punched my dad. I wouldn't.
No, I'm not saying you did, but they were definitely swollen yesterday. Do you
Yeah,
remember what happened?
I got angry, started punching stuff probably before.
Okay. I actually thought about that afterwards, because when you did it with the table, I thought to myself, I bet you he's going to tell me the truth. He probably punched the wall out of anger.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
It's emotionally charged.
At that point, you know. But I was like, wow, that's the truth, you know. Because when you're talking, sometimes you get little bits of truth mixed in with bits of misleading
So
or whatever.
what
You
I
know.
told you today is 100% the truth,
Right.
without a doubt.
I appreciate that.
Question, Jim.
Sure, go ahead.
You've gotten into arguments and disagreements and fights with the dad before. Like, what made this time different?
Some sick thing in my mind clicked. It made me want to kill him. And I don't understand. I wish he was here.
And when you first struck him, was he facing you or was he looking the other way? Did he see it coming?
Kind of went like this.
Okay. When you first struck him, he reacted. What was he saying? Because
I love you.
how many times was he struck before you said he kind of lost consciousness?
At least 2 or 3 times I was hitting him in his arms, had his arms up. And he's so tough, just taking him in the arms.
What was he saying?
He's not really great. He says, I love you. And I go, where? And you hear him, bud. And then I just killed him. Hit him a couple more times, took a knife.
So before he lost consciousness, the only thing he was saying to you the whole time as you were striking was that I love you, I love
He
you.
told me a couple times, I love you.
How did he look? What kind of face was he making? Was he kind of surprised that you were hitting him, or was he angry, or did he...
Surprised. He was freaked and surprised. Freaked out. Kind of how you guys are looking at me now, man.
I'm just trying to understand what happened and what was kind of what you were thinking about.
I love my dad the most.
And you're in here and you're emotional. It's definitely conveyed to me that you love your dad because,
Yeah, I don't doubt that one bit.
He wasn't the normal dad. He's kind of a pothead musician, dude. But he had a heart like a lion, man. And he taught me so much about life. And I don't know. I don't want to cry anymore.
No, I get it. We're not here to beat you down anymore. We get it. 100%. All right. If there's nothing else would you like to talk about anything else, or I don't want to keep you in here. I mean, obviously you're emotional. You know what I mean?
I just want to shake your hand and say thank you for giving me the opportunity to come clean.
Well, thank
I
you
know
for
it's your
taking that.
Thanksgiving and everything. This means a lot to me that you did that. Because what you said is 100% true. There's no past. So the truth comes out.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Then we'll walk you back. You want any more water?
I'm good.
You want to grab another one of those or anything?
Blow my nose.
Yeah. Take your time.
He really cracked already. God damn.
just turn around, put your hands, get like a break.
It's really come to this. He's never getting out of prison for this. Shit. Or
Following his confession, Robert R.J. Gilia was charged with aggravated murder. As the case progressed, he ultimately reached a plea agreement. In November 2024, RJ pleaded guilty to involuntary manslaughter, felonious assault, and offenses against a human corpse. Cuyahoga County Court of Common Pleas Judge Michael Shaughnessy sentenced Gilia to a minimum of 20 years.
Minimum 20. Okay. Okay.
And a maximum of 25
So 22 went 25.
correctional institution.
Okay. Okay. I thought he was gonna get life because of the actual scale of it, but oh my god. Thank goodness it was scaled down, because I was thinking, all right, I don't know exactly how scaling down this sentence would actually work, but let me just tell you, he really didn't he didn't have it in the fiber of his being to lie, and I saw it from that. I saw it from that interrogation. Taking a life for him, okay, taking a life for anybody, it would have the variability of effect would be different would be very different for different types of people, depending on their genes, depending on their on how they grew up, depending on their environment. To him, taking the life of his father is absolutely traumatic. It didn't like it to he didn't like it to happen the way it happened. But unfortunately, his father still suffered because he struck multiple times. It's a good thing he came forward with it. It's a good thing he at least came forward, so it proves that it wasn't murder with malice. It wasn't murder with malice. It was just, it was only intentional up to the point that he snapped, but not to the point of it becoming a planned, something so planned. It really was aggravated. So a range of 20 to 25, 25.5 years. Considering that he really did come forward to actually say that he did it, it's not he really did it. Well, I cannot really just say it as an opinion, because I don't know the exact feeling of this, because I didn't take a life at all. But what I can definitely say is that the trauma the trauma is actually real. Definitely something real. Hopefully he does come out a better man after prison time, definitely. I hope he does come out as a better man than than what he was when he did what he did. He should not have done that, but it already happened. Honestly, I thought that he would actually be lying about it, but no, I'm actually surprised. He actually came forward with it. He actually did come forward. That's something of merit. There's something of merit from that. It really is.